welcome back to our channel. My name is Kia.
And I'm Aaron.
And in our channel, we talk all things real estate, building wealth, and finances. So in today's video, we are going to give you all the tea on how we built a $1 million real estate portfolio.
Yeah, so we've done it in a lot of different ways, but by buying traditionally with the 20% down, with the BRRRR strategy, and some other things as well. So we've been extremely aggressive.
So if you haven't watched our video on the BRRRR strategy, make sure you check out that video. I'll link it down below, but that is basically the strategy that we use in order to acquire our properties. So we are going to break down each and every property that we have, how much money we pay for that property, and how much that property is worth today. Also, I want to mention that we live in Atlanta, and a lot of our properties are, well, all of our properties right now are in Virginia. Aaron's from Virginia, and the real estate in Virginia is it's pretty good. It's a really good market for investors. So that's where a lot of our investments come from.
Yeah, so we do a lot of real estate investing in Virginia. It's a good area for rental portfolio. It's huge with the military. The military is huge out there. So it's an ideal place to have, rental properties because a lot of people are coming in and out of the area.
All right, so let's tell them about the very first property that we purchased.
In 2019, and we bought this property. It was a 4-unit property, and we bought it for $215,000. The unique thing about this one is that we did not use the BRRRR strategy. We actually bought it like the traditional way. So I went out and got a personal loan for $50,000 to use as a down payment on this property. And we, like I said, we paid $215,000 for the property. We put the $50,000 personal loan down on the property, and we collected rent on the property for about 2 years. That was pretty good. It was pretty good rent. And I was basically using the rent to pay off the payment for the personal loan, and then anything over that we kept. So after we paid the mortgage, we paid the personal loan, we was probably pocketing about $700, which isn't bad for when you don't use any of your own money. Fast forward to now, that property is worth $300,000, and we recently refinanced that property to get our $50,000 that we put down back out of the property. We paid off that loan, the personal loan, and now we're collecting closer to about $1,600 profit per month on the property. And like I said, it's worth $300,000.
All right, so that's property number one. We paid $215,000. Now the property is worth $300,000. So let's get into property number two.
So property number two, we bought that one maybe a couple months after we bought property number one. And this is when I learned about the BRRRR strategy. And ever since I learned about that, I really haven't gone back to putting down the 20% down on properties. So with the second property, it's a duplex, and we bought it for $50,000. And we got $50,000 worth of work done to the property. And it's currently right now worth $200,000.
If you guys are not familiar with my channel, Kia J, we actually have some videos on our properties, but this is where we will keep a lot of our videos related to real estate. But on that channel, we do have a video showing you guys a walkthrough of that property as we were working on that property.
Yeah, so that one was a duplex as well. And we used the BRRRR strategy on that one. We bought it for $82,000, and we put renovations into the property for about $45,000. And right now it's currently worth about $200,000. So.
All right, so we are $700,000 into our portfolio, and we are going to get into our fourth property, which we think was one of the best investments that we've made.
Yeah, it definitely was. We bought it. It's a duplex. It was in really bad shape, but it was in a really good area. So we bought it for $65,000, and we put $100,000 into it. So we were into it for $165,000. but right now it's actually worth about $280,000. So it was a really good investment. It's in a great area. We have two really good tenants in there, and they're actually in that area right now building a casino that's going to be right down the street. So we're thinking about turning that property into a short-term rental and having it be an Airbnb where we can even make even more money off of it. And I think that it's gonna increase in value once that happens as well.
Definitely, and you definitely want to purchase when you are looking to purchase. You want to know what's going on in the area, because you definitely want your houses to appraise for more. You want to make sure you get the best return on your investment. So we are $980,000 into our portfolio. Let's tell them about the other property.
So the next property, we bought it for about $85,000. It was another one that's in a really good area, but needed a lot of work. So we got it for $85,000. We put in $120,000, which was our biggest renovation so far. $120,000 into it, but it actually recently appraised for $300,000. And again, this one is in a really good neighborhood. It's actually right down the street from the other one that we just mentioned that's worth $280,000. So all of them together now is worth about $1.28 million. And the crazy thing about it is that we only been doing it for 3 years. So we haven't been doing it for 10, 20 years, and we've been able to build up a portfolio worth over $1 million, which is crazy to me. Yeah, but we wouldn't have been able to build up this portfolio without building up a team. And I think that it's actually an advantage that we're investing from such a far place. We're in Atlanta, but we're investing in Virginia, because it's making us be more dependent on our team and not being so hands-on. So it's become passive income for us. So I would say we wouldn't have been able to build up this portfolio without our contractor. He does an extremely good job of keeping us up to date on what's going on with the properties, staying within budget, and there's like a real trust factor there. And then we also have one of the best property managers that we could ask for. She's basically finding our tenants for us. She's, figuring out if something's wrong with the property that needs to be fixed, a leak or what have you. She's getting that done in a timely manner and keeping our tenants happy. So without that team that we have, we wouldn't have been able to scale up to where we are now and where we're about to go. So having that team is extremely important.
We went through all of our properties that we currently have rented out. These are complete. That makes $1.3 million on our portfolio, but we are actually working on some projects right now. So if you guys subscribe to our channel, we will take you along the way of when we purchase our properties, when we refinance our properties, when we're flipping our properties. We go back and forth to Virginia a lot to make sure everything is doing well, check on our properties, look for properties to actually purchase. So make sure you guys subscribe to our channel, because we'll definitely be giving you guys a lot of good content on real estate.